Hey, this is Makeba Mitchell, and this is Behind the Culture.
You wanna know we got the sweetest goat meat in the world?
First of all, I am a single woman. They didn't put a ring on it. Secondly, I am a mother of one. Very proud mother of one. My son's name is Marshall Herman. Everybody know him as maybe MH34, and they know me as Marshall Mother. ICS. Back in 2013, I was between jobs, and a family friend had called me up and said, Makeba, maybe you shouldn't always be working for people. I know maybe you might be interested in doing something, working for yourself. And they told me about this company that was for sale, ICS Statia. And they introduced me to the owner back then. And it went from there. I bought it, and since 2013, I've been working for myself. I didn't go to business school. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, so I just jumped right into it. Sometimes you just need a little inspiration, you just need a push, and I got that push. And the person who recommended it, she knows who she is. Thank you again from my heart. What sparked my passion? I think it was back in 2013 when Tina and we traveled to Dominica for the World Creole Fest, and we each had a little small Statia flag hanging on our bags. Everywhere we went, we would tie the flag on our bag, and people just, I don't know, the flag attracted a lot of attention, and people were always like, what flag is that? What flag is that? Wherever we went, and we always had to explain because they never hear of Statia and the Dutch Caribbean, etc. So from there, sparked my interest to do something to get our flag more known. It took a few years, and then I designed a thing. I started with the car hood flag. That was the first thing I did, and that took off. People really embraced it. Everybody wanted to have the car hood flag, and we even had a motorcade showing all the vehicles with the flags on the hood. And after that, I think it was that I went into the t-shirts, and the first t-shirts I started was the Proud Statia Goat, and that one came up. Let me see. This is the t-shirt I'm talking about. Proud Statia Goat. We have the sweetest meat. Proud Statia Goat. A lot of us went to school in St. Martin, and that's where it happened the most, I think, where people would say, oh, Statia Goat, as if it is something bad. But back then, the way they were saying it to you, it is a derogatory form, a word. That's the way it came over. That's the way they meant it. And you used to feel a way, you don't have nothing else to say back to them. He's way, yes, St. Martin's thinking salt pond or some foolishness like that, you would answer. But people keep calling you goat, as if goat is something bad. So I chose to reverse the psychology and show people, you go ahead, call me goat. How much pounds of meat you want? And it just went from there. Yes, I'm a goat. I am not just a goat. I am a proud Statia goat. And St. Martin people especially, don't come at me, and if you come at me, I'll come back at you. But anyway, come at me if you want. St. Martin people especially always want Statia goat meat. Why you want our meat? Loads of goats walking all over St. Martin. Eat your meat. Why you want to eat mine? But anyway, I think the reason why you want to eat mine is because it's sweet. And that is why I promote Proud Statia Goat. We have the sweetest meat. There are some people in Statia who tell me they don't want to use it, they don't want to wear it because they're not a goat. I am a goat. Simone Biles is a goat. Marshall Montano is a goat. And don't tell me their goat is different to my goat. Yes, maybe their goat is an acronym for something else, but goat is goat. It's spelled the same, it's pronounced the same. Simone is a goat, Makeba is a goat. A proud Statia goat. The Statia umbrella, the idea behind the umbrella came because, like I said, I want to make people aware of our flag. So I was thinking on ways that people can see our flag, and it's always raining. So I wanted to come up with a way where people could see our flag as much as possible. And sometimes it rains and sometimes the sun shines. Whichever way, an umbrella is necessary, either to cover you from the hot sun or to cover you from the rain. And that's the reason I came up with the umbrella. But then the umbrella was just for sale on the island. And one day I saw a picture on Facebook of Eurisha. She was in the Netherlands, and she took a picture walking down the street in Arnhem, and I saw it and I messaged her immediately. I was like, Eurisha, can I use this picture? I really like it. And that is where it started. She just posted her picture just for posting its sake, and I saw it and I liked it and I ran with the idea. And then I made a post telling people to take the umbrella with them wherever they travel and send me back a picture. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to. I just need the picture of the umbrella telling me where you are, because I wanted to see how many different countries or whatever cities, wherever you go. I just wanted to see where the umbrella would be popping up. And I tell you, we have traveled. This umbrella been going all over the world, really and truly. I want to thank all the people who have participated so far, and I know more and more will continue doing it. It has actually become a fun thing. It's not that you're in people business to see where they are, because I don't ever post and say who is in that country. I just post and say where the picture was taken. It's up to you. You're free to show your face or not. But I think it's a really, really nice idea, and I like the way that people have embraced it. I even see tourists who come to the island and they buy the umbrella as a souvenir. When they go back to their countries, they also take pictures and send back to show, well, the umbrella was in wherever. I like carnival. I like taking part. I like dancing. I know most of you will say she can't even dance. No, I don't dance. I just chip, and I enjoy my chip. But yes, I'm part of the Queens of Queens Carnival troupe. But for 2025, we decided that we were not going to take part in Carnival. But because I like to fete, and because I like to party, and because I like Carnival, I still went ahead and decided to come out in an individual piece. I didn't have an actual design. I know I wanted my body to be fully covered, because I believe, and I strongly believe, that you don't have to be naked to be sexy and beautiful. You can be both fully covered, and that was my goal. So I contacted a lady in St. Kitts, and I told her my idea. I never saw my costume because she never sent me a sketch. She just told me it's gonna cost XYZ. I sent my money, and 5 days before Carnival, I went to St. Kitts to try on. I was a little bit disappointed because there was no costume for me to try. All there was my body piece, which was a cat suit. So I tried on my cat suit. It was way too big, so she had to make some adjustments. And then 24 hours before the actual parade, that is when I saw my costume for the first. I was like, oh my God, look at this. And I had liked it. I was wowed by it, because like I really didn't know what to expect. And I was like, maybe I had expect more, I don't know. But anyway, I took it home, and I had some friends come over, and I was telling them, me like my costume so much, I don't know, it didn't wow me. And then a few hours later, when we were going to the Carnival parade, I had to transport it by truck, and it was flying up. And I looked back. When I looked back, I saw the costume in the sun, and the colors were popping. I was like, oh, that's my costume. And then when I actually got dressed in it, and I went out in the street, and they made a video of me, I was like, oh my God, this is so pretty. I was totally in love with my costume from then on. And then seeing the reaction on the street, the way people came up, everybody wanted pictures with it, and everybody was like, Makeba, your costume is so nice. That was really, really nice. I really felt it. I am grateful for the way the people received it. I hope people understand and see that no, you don't have to be on the road in a thong bikini with all your imperfections showing and with feathers like a chicken. I am not a chicken. I don't go to Carnival wearing feathers. Everybody have their opinion. This is mine. I'm not a chicken, so no feathers. And I am putting my body all over the street for everybody to see. So I chose to cover myself up completely, and I think I nailed it. I was sexy. I was beautiful, I was colorful, people loved it, and I enjoyed it. For me, culture goes hand in hand with patriotism. You got to love your country. If you don't love your country, how are you going to take part in the culture? You know, we wouldn't be interested in the cultural aspect of it. And first of all, I think it is important to know the flag, know the meanings of the flag. Love your flag. Some people say it is too blue. What means too blue? And some people say they don't like blue. Blue is not my favorite color, but that is the color of my flag, and I just learned to love my flags. And I think we should instill that in our children from the Buzzy Bees, about culture and about the patriotism. I express my culture by creating apparel for people to wear on Statia Day. If they want to wear it on Statia Day, if they want to wear it throughout the year, that's up to them as well. I have the Statia flag dress. I have I have several different t-shirts. I'm busy working on one now for Statia Day 2025 for children. I have the scarves. And the reason why I focus on apparel for with the Statia flag is because I don't believe, and again, this is my personal opinion, I don't believe that we should be dressed in African apparel on Statia Day. If that is what you want to wear, fine, you can go right ahead and wear it. I can't stop nobody from wearing what they want to wear. But I think on Statia Day, it is our flag that we're hoisting. It is our flag we singing. You're supposed to love your anthem, sing your anthem, know your anthem, and dress in the Statia flag colors or apparel with the Statia flag. I think Raisina Hooker came up with Statia. She came up with a really nice idea of creating the blue bead fabric. And I think it sold well. I saw lots of people wearing different outfits because it gave people the chance to design something that suits them and suit their body type. So you were free to, you just purchase the fabric and then you were able to go to your tailor or seamstress and make something of it. And I think that so people have the choice to use the blue bead cloth fabric, or they use wear something with the Statia colors, or they can use the apparel from with the Statia flag. I think Aishan also started a nice trend where every day leading up to Statia Day, he would ask people to wear a certain color, represent a certain color from the flag. And I think that was a really, really good idea. I saw that a lot of people jump in on it. I was one as well who took part in that, and I'm looking forward to doing it again this year. My vision for Statia culture in the future is, I think it is really important that we decide on a cultural wear, one that is specifically for Statia. Whether we do it in a competition like they did with the flag, you ask somebody to design a flag and then you choose one, or you get someone to design one specifically for Statia. But we need to have our own cultural wear. And I want you people to know, it does not have to be a dress. It does not have to be a frilly long skirt. I think it should be open to be whatever we want it to be. Whether we create a fabric from a certain color, a pattern, and we let people purchase it, just like with the blue bead cloth, and they make their own thing. I think that's what they do in Dominica. There's a word for the pattern in there that they use. Is a madras.
You mean the dress
cloth?
Yes.
So people
St. Lucia have the same thing too. You buy it and you fit it into whatever you want it.
Yes. And I think we should create something like that for Statia if we're not gonna go into a specific design. I think it was there that I saw that the men wear a white long sleeve shirt, a black pants, and a red sash. We can do something like that for Statia, but I think it was time for us to create our own cultural wear, our own identity. I don't see why we always have to use African print. Mind you, I am not against it. I am not against the African print, but I don't think that is ours, that is us, and that should be our culture. In closing, I want to say to people, to younger people who look up to me, if there are any younger people looking up to me, just don't be afraid to be yourself, and don't let people tell you who you are. You let people know who you are, and don't be afraid to tell people what you think. You're only responsible for what you say. You're not responsible for the way people interpret your words. Don't let nobody change your words into what their meaning is. Say what you say, mean what you say, stand by what you say.
Statia got this, it is gold meat.